Hi everyone, welcome to Yoga with Danielle. Today we're going to use either a yoga block or again a pillow that you have on your couch or on your bed. You can also use a towel rolled up if you'd like. We're pretty much just going to use it behind our back just to kind of get into some chest openers and some shoulder openers and do some stretches. And again, whatever prop you have will work just fine, okay? And then you can also do this without anything as well too. So you can do this just lying down on your mat as well, okay? So let's get started. So I'm gonna do it with the pillow, just to kind of show you different ways to use this. So we're gonna bring our pillow at the back of our mat. And again, if you have a block, you can use it on the lowest level, so the flattest level. And then your shoulder blades are gonna go right on top of the block, okay? And I can demo both ways as well too, okay? So with the block, I'll be right underneath your shoulder blades and you want it pretty far up. And again, if you have another block, you can place your head on that block, or again, you can place your head on a pillow. And it's just to lift your chest up, again, to get into like a little bit of a deeper stretch through your chest and your shoulders, okay? And then again, I'm gonna use just the pillow because it's a little bit lower to the ground, okay? So I'm gonna lie back, supporting again pretty much my rib cage up, and my head is also a little bit on the pillow, just depending on what size pillow you have, but it can definitely hang off of your pillow if need be, okay? Just make sure not to get super archy in the low back, okay? You wanna keep your low back nice and neutral, and it's all about the focus here in the upper back and the upper chest, okay? And then depending on how your back is feeling, you'll start with your knees bent, or you can bring the soles of your feet together, knees out nice and wide. And I'm gonna start actually keeping my hands connected to my body, and that can be on your rib cage or your hips. And slowly start to close your eyes. Take a nice big deep inhale in through your nose. Big exhale out through your mouth. Good, inhaling in through your nose. Exhaling out through your mouth. And one more just like that. Inhaling in. Exhaling out. And start to seal your lips together. Practicing breathing in and out through your nose as best you can. When you're ready, slowly start to stretch your arms up over your head, gently back behind you. Okay, don't worry if your hands touch the ground or not. They might float off and that's fine. Okay, great. And then slowly with straight arms, you'll lower your arms all the way down by your hips. Okay, and then you'll stretch your fingertips up towards the sky, back behind you again. Good, and just moving through this one more time, arms up over your head, lowering your arms down by your sides. Okay, good. Slowly reach your arms back up over your head. Okay, bending your arms, coming into cactus arms. Okay, just pause here for a moment. You might get a nice big deep stretch here, letting your arms be heavy in your cactus arms here. And then slowly stretch your arms back up over your head. Good, bending your elbows, coming back into your cactus arms. Stretching your arms back up over your head. Okay, one more time just like that. Bending your arms. Slowly stretching your arms back up over your head. Good, okay, let's come back into cactus arms, okay? And moving in this plane here, okay, we're gonna bring our arms together. So elbows come together to touch. Maybe your wrists and your hands do, okay? That's gonna be easier for them to touch and your elbows to splay out. So really squeeze your elbows in. It's more important that they touch. And then slowly open your arms back out to the sides in your cactus arms. Good, squeezing your arms together. Squeeze your elbows together. Slowly open right back out. Squeezing your elbows and your arms. Opening back out. Let's do 2 more. Okay, so squeezing in, activating those pectoral muscles. Good. Last one, squeezing in and stretching your arms back out, and then slowly back up over your head for one last little big stretch here, and then slowly straighten your legs. If you haven't already, giving yourself an extra stretch. Good, and then bend your knees in, plant your feet onto the mat. Arms will lower down by your sides, okay? And then we'll slowly just roll off of our pillow or our block, and we'll slowly come on up to seated, okay? Good, and again, if you want to sit on your block or pillow here, you're more than welcome to lift your hips up a little bit higher. I'm actually going to do that today. My hips are feeling a little extra tight today. Okay, so sitting up nice and tall here. Okay, and then now we'll kind of focus on the head, neck, and shoulders. So just drawing circles, about 3 or 5 circles in this direction. Good, noticing any cracks, pops. Okay, that's all normal, means you're alive. Okay, I'm reversing the circle. Oh, that feels so good today. Okay, great. Okay, bringing your head back in line with your spine. Turning your palms up towards the sky, reaching your arms up over your head. Exhaling, hands at your heart center. Dropping your arms down, palms turn up, reaching your arms up over your head. Exhaling, hands at your heart center. One more time, just like that. Palms reach up, floating your arms up over your head. Exhaling, hands at your heart center. Okay, reaching your arms out nice and wide. Okay, we're going to bring our right arm underneath our left. Okay, so wrapping and hugging your hands around your shoulders here. Okay, and then we're just going to twist just gently from right to left. Just nice and slow, maybe like 3 times on each side. Okay, really twisting from your abdominals. Good, coming back to center, reaching your arms out, and then we'll switch so the left arm is on the bottom. Hugging yourself with the other arm on top, and then we'll slowly, again, rock from side to side, okay, or twisting from right to left, I should say. Good. Great, coming right back to the center, reaching your arms back out, okay, and then we'll move into that nice little arm flow again. Arms up over your head, exhaling, hands at your heart center. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, hands at your heart center. Last one. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, hands at your heart center. Good. Dropping your left ear to left shoulder, or you can do the other side because we will do the other side. Good. Okay, and keeping your head in this angle here, you're just going to drop your chin just towards your chest or towards your shoulder. So again, you get through the back side, neck. Good, try to sit up nice and tall. Great, and then we'll slowly bring our head back in line with our spine and we'll switch sides. Okay, so right ear, right shoulder. I know I'm so used to mirroring everyone in person, so it's kind of nice to do the same side, but obviously I've forgotten my right from my left already. Okay, dropping your chin towards your shoulder, towards your chest. Good, getting that back side neck. Good. Again, ear back in line, lifting your head up nice and tall. Good. Okay, arms reach out to the sides. Eagle arms. Right arm's going to be on the bottom, okay? You can come back to that hugging position, or you can start to wrap your forearms and hands around. Elbows lift up, shoulders plug into your back. Okay, good. Staying here. And then we're just going to add just a little bit of focus here with our head and our neck, okay? So from here, look to the left. And then look to the right. Good, head back in line with the center. Okay, and then you're gonna drop your left ear to left shoulder. Good, keep dropping your shoulders down. Try not to let them creep up, and notice if your arms are trying to sink, you wanna lift your elbows up. Good, and switching sides, right ear to right shoulder. Okay, so just intensifying our head, neck, and shoulder stretch here. This is really getting into the traps. Slowly come on up, and then let's release the arms and gently just fold forward, coming into a nice big forward fold here. Okay, because my hips are lifted on the pillow still, I can really fall forward into space here, but I'm going to use my hands as resistance to keep my sit bones rooted and grounded into the earth through the pillow, okay? So resist the urge to really pitch over because your hips are higher. You want to stay really grounded through your hips, so you might not go as far, and that's okay. It's not really about how far down you go, okay? It's again about keeping the integrity of your structure, keeping groundedness and rootedness through the hips. Great, and then we'll slowly come right on up. And if you'd like, you can switch the cross of your legs. So the other leg is in front, okay? And then we'll go to the other side. Arms reach out nice and wide. Good, this time left arm is on the bottom. So again, hugging yourself, wrapping your arms in, or coming into eagle arms, Gardrasana arms. Good, elbows lift up. Okay, shoulders roll back. Plug your shoulders into your back, into your spine. Good, and then looking from right to left. Good, coming back to the center, right ear to right shoulder. Keep dropping your shoulders down, keep sitting up nice and tall. Good, switching left ear to left shoulder. Great work. Slowly bring your head back in line with your spine, releasing your arms, and again, we'll slowly fold forward again. Nice, gentle forward fold. Gently rise on up, okay? And then we'll move that block or pillow from underneath your hips here, and we'll slowly make our way into tabletop. Okay, so coming onto hands and knees, and right away we'll move in and out of cat and cow. So piecing everything together, so opening up through the chest, the neck, the shoulders, the upper back, and rounding through, really breathing in between your shoulder blades. Good, coming into a neutral spine, tucking your toes under if you haven't already, and hovering your knees up off the mat, okay? So keep this neutral spine, gently lift your knees up ever so slightly, just to start to engage the core here. Okay, resist the urge to kind of puff up into cat pose, okay? Try to find that nice long tabletop, and exhaling, slowly lower your knees back down. Walk your hands towards your knees. We'll gently come up to standing on your knees and shins. Okay, and then from here, let's grab our right wrist, and we'll gently just lean over to the left. Nice side body stretch. Okay, and then rising on up and switching sides, so grabbing your left wrist, leaning over to the right side. Rising back up, exhaling, bowing forward, okay, so that you can shift back into your tabletop. Moving into downward facing dog, okay? And then again, feel free to pedal your feet out here in your downward facing dog, stretching through your calves, the backs of your legs. Good, and then taking nice, slow, deep breath here in your downward dog. Slowly lower back down onto your knees, tabletop. Great. Right leg is going to step forward, coming into a low lunge, okay? So take your time, however you need to get there. Use your arms, use your hands to help guide your right foot forward. And then once your right leg is forward, just double check to make sure that your knee isn't over your toes, okay? So you might have to bump, your left knee back a little bit, move your hips back so that your knee's stacked right on top of your ankle instead of your toes, okay? And then staying here in your low lunge, hands can stay grounded, or you can walk your hands up your right leg, okay? And this is all just about giving yourself a nice big stretch through this left hip flexor. Dropping your shoulders down. So even if your hands are down, try not to creep your shoulders up. Roll your shoulders down and back away from your ears. Hands down or hands on your knee. Shoulders are dropping. Great, hands will lower down. We'll straighten our right leg, coming into half split, Ardha Hamana Asana. Toes can flex up towards the sky. Breathing here, find softness. Okay, start to bend back into this right leg. Okay, back toes are going to tuck under. We're going to make our way into warrior one. So back knee lifts. We're going to ground the left heel down. And again, take your time walking your hands up your leg or reaching your arms forward to come up into Virabhadrasana 1, warrior 1. Good. Okay, so finding your balance here, rooting down through your feet. And again, any variation here, you can keep one hand on your leg. If you're close to a wall, you can use the wall for balance as well too, okay? Let's stay for 3 more deep breaths. Good, last breath, hands lowered down, okay? We're gonna make our way back into that low lunge. So just take your time, be patient. Okay, we're gonna bend that left knee, and now we're going to twist. Left hand down, right arm up towards the sky. Okay, let's take about 3 deep breaths here. Keep bending into your right knee. Resist the urge to kind of press back into your hips. You want to stay nice and low in your hips. Good, hands lower down. We're going to gently press back into tabletop. Cat and cow. Good, and then when you're ready, downward facing dog. Okay, let's inhale in through our nose. Big exhale out through your mouth. Good, seal your lips together, bend your knees, slowly coming back into your tabletop. Left leg is going to step forward this time, and again, take your time, moving your leg there, and then once it's there, you can always bump this right leg back, so you get it nice and low in your hips here, in your low lunge. Again, hands can stay down. You can also, use your blocks here, or you can walk your hands on top of your left leg, wherever you feel like you get a nice big stretch through this right hip flexor. It's all about this part of your body right now, and of course, you'll feel a little bit of activation in your left hamstring. But really focus on your right hip flexor. Good. Great, half split, hands lower down, straightening your left leg, toes lift up towards the sky. Gently bend back into this left leg. Okay, warrior one. Take your time, lift this back leg up, ground your right heel, okay, and then slowly reach your arms up over your head, or again, you can climb your hands up your left leg. Finding your balance here. Again, rooting down through your feet to rise up through your spine, your shoulders, out through the crown of your head. Okay, and again, you can use anything you can if you want for any balancing, a chair, the wall. Okay, you can keep your hand grounded, one arm up, and we're going to stay for about 3 more deep breaths here. So we're nice and even on both sides. Great, exhaling, hands lower down, low lunge again. And again, take your time, moving through those kramas to lower back down. Any adjustments you need to make to shift your hips back. Right hand down, left arm up towards the sky, twisting and revolving. Exhaling, lowering your hands down, stepping back through your tabletop again. And another round of cat and cow here. And again, if you want to add any additional movement, head and neck circles, you can start to add those as well. Okay, you can shift your legs from right to left. Great, and then we're gonna meet back in downward facing dog. Taking your time to find the rhythm of your breath here and all those adjustments as you ground through your hands to lift your hips up a little bit higher. Okay, thinking about the engagement through your legs, even in your arms, so you're not sinking into your joints. You're always pressing away from the floor. Great, and then we'll slowly lower down onto our knees. Take your time coming back through your tabletop. Okay, great, and then we're going to just sit and swing our legs around. So you can just sit down, swing your legs out in front of you. Nice, strong, straight legs, sitting back, walking back if you need to move your hamstrings and your glutes out of the way. Arms will reach up over your head. And exhaling, folding forward just over your hamstrings, okay? So you get this nice stretch through our hamstrings down. And again, don't worry about how far you reach, okay? You want to keep your shoulders plugged into your back. Okay, so that you're really stretching the hamstrings and not stretching your arms, okay? Okay, then since we didn't do any vinyasas today, okay, we're going to do just a little core work before we make our way onto our backs together. Okay, so come on back, up, okay, and then I'm just going to scooch forward just a little bit here. And grabbing on the backs of my legs, I'm going to sit up nice and tall, and I'm going to lean back, moving into boat pose. Okay, so toes can stay on the ground if that's what you feel ready for this morning, or you can start to float your legs, bringing them into tabletop. Okay, so your choice, again, where you want to balance here. And then hands can stay behind the legs, or arms can reach forward. Good, and then here's your balance. Okay, we're going to switch up our boat pose. Okay, so whether your toes are on the ground or you're grabbing behind your legs, you can still do this little variation. We're going to open up our legs, maybe about as wide as our mat, and then we're going to bring our legs back together. Okay, so legs open up, legs come in, open and close, open and close. One more, open and close. Good, now we're going to tap one toe down and up, just switching. Again, you can always grab onto the back of your legs if you need to not compromise the length of your spine. Good, going back and forth. Let's just do one more on each side, so right and left. Good, coming back up into your boat pose, sit up nice and tall, hug your knees together. Good, lower your feet down, hug your legs, seated child's pose. And gently make your way onto your back. Okay. Good, okay, so we're set up already for bridges here, okay? So arms down by your sides, feet in line with your knees and your hips, grounding down through your feet. Inhaling, lift your hips up towards the sky. Exhaling, lowering right back down. Two more just like that, so three all together. Inhaling, lift up. Exhaling, lowering right back down. Good, one more. Inhaling, lifting up. Exhaling, lowering right back down. Good, this time we're going to lift our hips up and stay up a little bit longer, so rolling up. If you'd like, you can walk your shoulder blades underneath you. Interlacing your hands will be harder, or you can keep your hands just grounded on the mat. And then same thing we did in boat pose. We're just going to take little marches, little taps from right to left, keeping your hips up nice and high. Good. Keep breathing. We'll do one more on each side. Nice slow little taps here. Good. Ground down, release your hands, and slowly roll down nice and slow. Great, this time, right leg reaches up towards the sky. 3 single leg bridges, okay? So give your leg a little shake here. Inhaling, press down to lift your hips up. Slowly lower right back down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. One more. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Good, right ankle crosses up and over your left knee. Figure 4 glute stretch, interlacing your hands around your left hamstring. Soften your shoulders, connect back with your breath. slowly lower your left foot down. Good. Release your right leg, and then we'll lift this left leg up towards the sky. You can give it a little shake here. Good. Single leg bridges, lifting your leg up or hips up towards the sky, and your leg will follow. Good. Exhaling, lowering back down. 2 more. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Last one. Inhale, press up. Exhale, lower right back down. Good. Left ankle crosses over your right knee, and then interlacing your hands around your right hamstring for the figure 4 glute stretch. Okay, find softness through your brow line, your face, your head, neck, and shoulders. We did all of that work to open up our chest. Keep it nice and open as you start to work into your hips now. Slowly lower your legs down, release. Good, and then open your legs out nice and wide, and we'll come into a little window wiper here. So I made my feet about as wide as the mat, and again, you can go as wide, or if that's too wide for you, you can shorten your stance, but just moving back and forth for your little window wipers. Getting some cracks here. That's so good this morning. Okay. Arms can move out into a T or cross position, or you can come into goalpost arms now. Okay, the next time your knees fall over to the left, let them stay there. And then you can turn your focus towards your right hand. Okay, and again, the focus is a twist, but you may even get a little extra stretch through that right hip flexor. If you're extra tight like I am, you'll feel a little stretch there too. Okay, and you can always press your hips forward a little bit so that you find that stretch through the hips a little more. Good, lowering your hips back down to come back to the center, and then you'll let your knees shift over to the right. Focus to the left. And again, we're twisting here, but if you want to get a little extra stretch through the left hip, you'll press your hips just a little bit forward, okay? So it's kind of more like diagonal, but if you activate this left hip forward, you'll get a little extra stretch and pull through the left hip flexor, left quad. Gently releasing, coming right back to the center, and walking your feet back underneath you so you can hug your knees into your chest, gently rocking from side to side. Okay, good. Let's actually keep our knees together, and we'll do 3 little circles, circling our legs over to the right and around. And then circling to the left, both knees together. Great, and then we'll do little egg beaters here. So knees will come into your chest. You'll open up your knees out nice and wide so your legs are moving in opposite circles here 3 times. And then we'll reverse the circle. Open your legs out and wide, bringing your knees into your chest. Great, and then once you finish your little leg circles, you'll move into happy baby pose. Grabbing, the backs of your legs, your ankles, the outer edges of your feet. Great, and then we'll slowly make our way into a very short Shavasana, okay? I know we started with the pillow or block, so if you want to use that again under your chest, you're more than welcome to. You can also use it underneath your legs if you'd like. I'm actually going to use it back behind my back again just to get into the chest a little bit more again, okay? And again, you can use both variations as well too, okay? Block under the chest, pillow under the head. Start to deepen your breath, awakening your body. Stretching your arms up over your head when you're ready. Bending your knees in and slowly rolling onto your side. Then pressing your arms down to help you come on up to a seated position. Hands will join at your heart center. And just take a moment to recognize how you feel right now in this moment versus when you first started class. Take a nice big deep inhale in through your nose. Big exhale through your mouth. And slowly just begin to smile in honor of your practice. Namaste. Bye everyone. I hope you enjoyed class. We'll see you next week. Bye.